So, good afternoon, everybody. Hopefully you're well. Happy Monday. And we have another game in 2 days. There's going to be no press conference. Kind of shocking. That kind of sums up where we're at in this country with the League Cup. They can't even be asked to do press conferences for it anymore. So no doubt we will have a reserve team out. You never know. Mesut Ozil might actually feature in a game. He might actually earn some of his 350. Who knows? I don't. Then again, last time we played Leicester, he actually played all right, didn't he? So we shall see. Or last time under Emery. But anyway, he may get a game. He may not get a game. I will be doing a watch along for that, obviously. Big up to everybody who has subscribed recently, and thank you to everybody who has followed me on Instagram, Lee Gunner 82. If you haven't checked that out, do go and check it out. Also, thank you very much to 2.2k that have followed me on Flick app. Signed Bergkamp t-shirt up for grabs. So if you haven't followed me on Flick, do download it. Scroll down to the timeline where you see Bergkamp signed t-shirt competition and enter the competition. It's pretty straightforward. Even you could do it. So let's talk about Guendouzi. This story is broken in the last hour or so about Guendouzi possibly going to Chelsea. And it does always make me laugh when you scroll through social media that so many people that didn't want another Chelsea player. Oh, William, Chelsea reject. We got to stop being a retirement home for Chelsea footballers. Now, all of a sudden, the same faces are sitting there picking which player they would swap Guendouzi for at Chelsea. Well, make your minds up. You either don't want Chelsea players and don't want to be the retirement home, or you do. And I'll be straight up. I do think he is going to leave in this window. Not sure whether it's going to be to Chelsea, but I do think he will leave. If he does go to Chelsea, I think that could be a bit of a mistake. I think that potentially we should be selling him somewhere else, because I do think he is a pretty decent player. I've said this so many times, but it's his attitude that's the problem, not so much his ability. I think he's pretty decent. And it's now a case of what do we do with the lad? Because if the manager that everyone keeps telling me is world-class can't get a tune out of him or doesn't want to get a tune out of him, then we have an issue, don't we? What do we do? Do we sell him? Do we loan him? Do we swap him? And if we're looking at Chelsea as a swap option, who do we go for? Because let's be honest, is there any of their players that are around the same value that are any good? Who are we talking about? Marcus Alonso, perhaps. He's around the same price, isn't he? Not good enough. Not as good as Tierney. I still think he's all right, actually, to be fair. I don't know why Chelsea fans don't like him. But I'm talking about same price bracket. Who's the other one? I've seen loads of people saying, get Hudson-Odoi. Is Hudson-Odoi the same kind of price as Guendouzi? Because last year he was 50 million quid, wasn't he? I'll take it he's not 50 million quid anymore. So loads of people are saying, Kante, you're living in cuckoo land, mate. There's no way they're giving us Kante and we're getting Guendouzi. Never in a million years is that happening. We should have had Kante when we signed Granit Xhaka. So I don't quite understand why people are sitting there going, oh, go and get Kante. They'll give us Kante for Guendouzi. Like, are you mad? Genuinely, are you mad? Who else is there? Who else could we potentially have off of Chelsea? Rudiger, maybe? Is Rudiger the same price? we don't need any centre-backs. We've got about 1 million already. Ross Barkley, I see some of you saying. We're probably in for Kepa, mate. That's how we roll. Yeah, Ross Barkley, potentially. Loftus-Cheek, that's another one. But listen, Kovacic, there ain't no way they've spent 50 million quid on Kovacic to give us him for Guendouzi. He's one of their best players, man. No chance. Never in a million years. Ross Barkley is probably where we're at. Let's be real here. A midfielder leaving, and he is a homegrown, and we need a homegrown over the age of 21. Because as it stands, if we want to put a squad into the FA right now, if we was to do that today, we've only got 22 players we can register. Albeit, it weren't enough with 25 because our 25-man squad would be crap. But 22, man, is obviously free light. And the reason it's free light is not because we haven't got the players. It's because we haven't got the criteria to hit a 25-man squad. We need more homegrown over the age of 21. We need to get rid of some of the foreign overseas players because we've got too many of them. And it's just a mess, isn't it? It's an absolute mess. And I've seen certain people today sitting there whinging and bitching and crying and moaning all over their social media accounts. Finally, the penny has dropped. And finally, they've got to back down. And finally, they have agreed and realised Lee was right all summer. And all this trust in the process whilst keeping your mouth shut over we care do you has got us absolutely nowhere with 2 weeks of the window to go with a net spend of 0. Going well, isn't it? Trust the process that doesn't exist. Just to be a top gooner online, got to fit in with everyone. Everyone has to be nice. Let's all be nice to each other because the Arsenal fake family only allows niceties and niceness. You can't say what you actually think. That'd be stupid. Why would you want to say what you think? You know, you just got to fit in. Just go with the flow. And and then when it all comes on top, revert back to type and blame the owner because that's what our fan base do. Danny Drinkwater wouldn't surprise me one bit if he was the player. Let me have some of my tea and we'll continue. But yes, Giroud, no chance. Although he's better than Lacazette, isn't he? Let's be real. Tammy Abraham, he's better than Lacazette as well. Caballero, no thanks. But no, real talk, honestly, I've seen a lot of people moaning about the transfer window now. Well, where you been? Thanks for jumping on board now. We cared last summer, but we didn't bother this summer because trust the process that don't exist was more in fashion and more flavour of the month. So what I did is I decided to jump on the trust the process because I'm a complete and utter fucking sheep. Yeah, and I don't actually believe what I was saying last summer about we care to you because I am just a lemming that goes with the flow. Loads of them, absolutely loads of them that don't believe the shit they tweet. It is mad. It is mad. They just pop from pillar to post. Oh, let's just float over to the we care to you. Oh, let's float back to trust the process. And it is embarrassing. And it is one of the reasons why this club is a fucking shambles. When you look at Chelsea, for example, Chelsea fans, you can take the piss out of them as much as you want. But Chelsea fans let their fucking owner know when they're not happy. They let their owner know. Yes, it helps that you've got an owner that cares, but our fans sit there. We've got the the funniest thing is we got Tim Payton. What a complete cunt that geezer is. And I don't give a fuck if he sees me saying this. I'll tell him to his face. Yeah. What a cunt. Yeah. That guy has been sat there for years. Oh, I'm part of the AST. I'm the voice of the fans. Absolute mug. Sitting there going, oh, well, how many other clubs that are self-sustaining are spending money? Oh, if you check our accounts, we haven't actually got any money. Fuck off, mate. Seriously, piss off. Absolute wrong'un, that geezer. Absolute wrong'un. Yeah, all about getting tea and biscuits at the fucking Emirates. That's all it's about with these people, man. All about keeping up appearances. Say it as it is. How can Tottenham Hotspur, with a £1 billion football stadium, 1 billion, that also got a loan off of the government to pay staff and shit like that. I think everyone forgot that. And it has to be paid back inside a year, I think. It was about 100 million quid, I think it was. How can Tottenham go out there and go, right, Bale, 20 million for 1 year. Højbjerg, 15 million. Doherty, 15 million. Oh, and I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go and buy Regulon for 30 million. What we'll also do is the lad that we had last season, we'll actually buy him this summer. What's his name? What's the fucking lad's name? Lo Celso. Yeah, they paid 30 million quid for him. How can Tottenham do that when we were sold bullshit by one of our previous managers? Oh, we had to sell all of these players to pay the stadium, which was a load of rubbish because it was 20 million pound a year to pay the stadium. So how comes Tottenham don't need to sell any of their players? and they can go and spend 60 on Ndombele last season and do all the money they've done this summer. What's going on at this club? And you've got people like that Tim Payton who sit there chatting absolute crap every single summer. Yeah, it's a joke. The club is a mess because you've got too many fans that that want to come across nicer on social media than actually speaking the truth. It's pathetic. Oh, well, if I stay nice, I might get a champagne lunch. Fuck your champagne lunch. I'll buy my own, mate. Yeah? If I want to have a champagne lunch, I will fucking buy myself a champagne lunch. Yeah? I don't need a fucking knees up with cunts that I don't want to fucking talk to. Yeah? I'm sick and tired of it, mate. And I'm seriously getting pissed off with the fact there's so many of them that sit there with their big Twitter accounts chatting bollocks. Yeah, when they all say something different offline. It's muggy. Yeah, it is muggy. Start saying it as it is. We make £500 million before we pay anyone every single year. There's no way we ain't got money. Don't believe it. And people can pin it on the owner, which is cool. Yeah. You're not pinning it on the owner, though, are you? Because you're trusting a process. We had the fourth most points. The fourth most points since Arteta came in. Man United had the first most points since Bruno Fernandes come in. Have you heard a Man United fan saying they're going for the title? But our fans sit there and go, oh, we had the fourth most points. That means we're going to get fourth under Lord Michael V. Fuck off. Yeah, he's only as good as he can be with the shit that he's got. Yeah? Go and replace the shit. Thomas Partey. Bang. Let's go and get Aouar. Let's go and get Lamptey or Max Aarons, right back, a proper fucking right back, one who can cross a ball. Who knew that a right back needs to cross the ball? Oh, yeah, we all did, because Liverpool's fucking right back got the most assists last season. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's really dumb for anyone to think that the same players that failed on a different manager would get us top four. People should wake up, sign some players. You tell them, Abbas. Come on, my real one in the building. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, buddy. And the thing is, it is true. It is true. Listen, Mikel Arteta can only do what he can do, right? I will pick him out and dig him out every time he fucks up because that's what I'm going to do. Like I did with Emery, like I did with Wenger. And I thought that the weekend, we were shit. Absolutely dog shit. And we got out of jail. We won the game. And we move on to Leicester. He won't put a full-strength team out against Leicester because this is fourth on his priority list. Probably fifth because fourth is a trophy, isn't it? Because that's the culture that Arsene Wenger has bred into the fans. Fourth place is winning. No, it ain't. Third loser, mate. But the one thing I will say is that this guy obviously didn't listen to what I said. He had the most assists for any right back in the league. Did you not hear that bit? Yeah, name me another right back last season that had more assists than him in the Premier League. I'll wait. But the thing that winds me up is that, you know, I look at it and I think there's plenty of players out there that would improve Arsenal Football Club. You don't have to go and do £100 million on a player. You don't have to do 60 million quid on a player. We're all sitting here hoping and praying, oh, please go and get Aouar. Who's to say this Aouar is actually any fucking good? Looked great in the Champions League for a couple of games. Go and have a look at his season last season. Was he actually all that? Real talk. Was he actually all that? I think he had 9 goals in all competitions, 10 assists. People are banging on like he's the next Messi. He had 19 goal contributions. Now half that, and that's about what he'll get in the Premier League. So he's going to get about 8 or 9 goal contributions. And the reason I'm saying that, go and have a look at Pepe's stats the season before he come here, then look at last season. They were thereabouts about half. Pretty much most of these French league players that come in, their stats half. So people are banging on like this Aouar guy is the next coming of Leo Messi, when the fact and reality is the jury is still pretty much out on Pepe. Yeah. So who's to say this guy's going to come in and be great? You know, there's players in the Premier League. Jack Grealish, in a heartbeat, mate, walk straight into our team. Why didn't we go and get Jack Grealish? He would have cost around 60 million quid. Why not get him? Yeah. Young, is English. Oh, he fits the English quota. Knows the Premier League. In fact, he was one of the best players in the Premier League. He was Aston Villa's best player when they played us. He was Aston Villa's best player all season. He dragged Aston Villa to stay in the Premier League pretty much single-handedly without a decent striker. So why didn't we go and buy Jack Grealish? Why are we poncing around for 9 weeks, not even bidding for a guy that that we know is 60 million euros? Why didn't we just go and buy Grealish? Why didn't we do that? Seriously, some of you people, before you type, you should think, bruv. Grealish is not a gooner. All right, do you think Aubameyang is then? Fucking hell. Is this what we're dealing with? Is this what football's become? You have to be an Arsenal fan to play for Arsenal. Are you dumb? The game's gone, mate. The game has gone. Another player that would have massively helped us in midfield now plays for Everton, Decore. Why didn't we get Decore? How much did they pay for him? 20 odd million? So we could have got Grealish and Decore for about 75, 80 million quid. Why didn't we do that? Instead, we're sitting there going, oh, Thomas Partey, Thomas Partey, Thomas Partey. I am going to absolutely fucking wet myself when all you people that have been jizzing about we're getting them both come to terms with it that we're not. Yeah, I'm going to sit and wet myself at some of your comments and replies on social media accounts, because all summer, oh, there's no need to be shy. Buy some midfielders. Fucking cringiest fan base ever, man. It is a joke. Yeah, and I've seen people go from we're getting them both to, well, which one would you prefer? I've been telling you all summer we ain't getting both. We ain't getting them both. It's mad. People think we're getting them both. We're not. The same as we weren't getting fifth in lockdown when everyone was banging on about, oh, we could get fifth. I told you, eighth. We finished eighth. We're not finishing fourth this season. As it stands right now, we're probably eighth or ninth again. Do you know what I'm saying? People need to wake up, man. Big up Vegas Gunner. All the fans with their calculators trying to figure out ways to finance players should have been using this energy to get a winger out to get Wenger out 6 years ago. Well, exactly, mate. Well said. Well said. Not only that, they should have carried on with their We Care Do You protests as well, shouldn't they? That was all about just gaining traction and fitting in with a load of other people. It's just ridiculous, mate. The way people go on is just hilarious. Nobody gives a toss about the club. It's all about building their social account to fit in with all the other top gooners. There's only a handful of people that I see with accounts of fairly decent sizes that actually get some traction. That's not being muggy to people that have got smaller accounts. But if you've got a bigger following, you've got a bigger voice presence, whatever you want to call it, on an app, yeah, a social media account. So more people are going to see it, is what I'm trying to say. There's only a handful of people that I see with decent sized accounts that actually put Arsenal Football Club before their own traction in terms of boosting their account. They're not saying it because they just want to get a load of likes and retweets. They're saying it because they actually fucking believe it and believe that that is the way forward for our club. The rest of these people, they're all playing games, mate. Every single one of them, flippity flop, flippity fucking flop, every single summer. We have to have a slogan or a catchphrase. Yeah, next it'll be Judge in May. That'll be back again. Don't worry, Lee. The third kit Arsenal brought the tradition back. It's modelled on the marble halls. Yeah, what a load of bollocks that is. It's a joke, isn't it? Oh, we took inspiration from the marble halls. No, you made a cheap, tacky fucking material T-shirt and put a load of red fucking blotches over it and blagged it. It's from the marble halls. Absolutely embarrassing, and people lap it up, mate. But thank you for that, buddy. Appreciate that. Pepe is a Chelsea fan. There you go. Why so pessimistic? Yay, okay. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll be one of you lot. Yeah, I'm going to jump on this fake hype. Yes, Arteta's a genius. We're going to win the league. We don't need any players. Trust the process. No, because I'm not fake toxic, mate. Yeah, fake toxic positivity. Yeah. I don't do that. I speak my mind, mate, instead of just trying to fit in. I say it as it is. Yeah. I don't do this fake positivity. Oh, yes, this sickly sweet positivity. Oh, hello. Aren't we all nice, happy Arsenal fans? Yay. Fucking idiots. What's the matter with these people? I couldn't give a toss whether anyone hates me online. Couldn't give a toss if I'm mates with anybody online. I will forever say what I think about my football club that I've supported for nearly 40 fucking years. Yeah, I will say it as it is, and I want the best for my football club. The best is not poncing around with Granit Xhaka, Dani Ceballos, and Mohamed fucking El Neni in midfield. And if people don't like that, tough. Maybe you should go and raise your expectations of the club that sold its soul and its bollocks to move to a dead stadium and change its fucking badge to a toy badge. Pathetic. Raise the standards. I remember when Chelsea had Rafa Benitez take charge. The whole fucking stadium booed him. Yeah? Booed him. His first ever game against Man City as Chelsea manager at the Bridge, they booed him, holding signs up. Oh, you can't do that at Arsenal. That's not classy. Arsenal are the classy club. The classy club whose spokesperson for the AST is telling journalists that they've got, I hope you get medication, he said. Yeah, what medication are you on? This is the classy football club with the classy AST member telling a journalist that because he doesn't agree with his opinion, he's fucking ill. Classy, yeah? Our class stayed at Highbury, mate. In all fairness, I'd rather we keep pursuit of better players than settle for Decore. He's good, but not to value long term. We made those mistakes with Xhaka and El Neni. I disagree with that. I think Decore is brilliant, mate. I really do. And I think that if you put Decore and Grealish in the same team, yeah, with Ceballos, let's say, albeit I don't think he's all right. Thank you for that, Innie. Appreciate that. Instantly, our midfield goes up. Look at Tielemans. Did you see the pass that kid made yesterday? Oh my fucking God. Oh my God. Imagine Mesut Ozil does that. The jizz fest. The jizz fest. Jesus fucking Christ. Some of the passes Harry Kane was putting on plates. Yeah, Harry Kane's got 4 assists in one game. That's Mesut Ozil's total for fucking 2 years. Oh, but he hasn't played. Yeah, cool. So, yeah, he's never played, has he? Yeah, I'm sick and tired of it, man. You know, go and get some players. We could have had Tielemans. We could have had Maddison. We could have had fucking Grealish. We could have had James Rodriguez for 20-odd million quid. Not that I particularly think he's great. He's levels on what we've got. He's levels on what we've got. And it's just bollocks, man. It's just bollocks every single year. You know, we got the AST leader saying we wasted 100 million last summer. Oh, yeah. Who did we sign last summer then, Tim Payton? We signed Pepe, 72 million. Okay, well, I thought he was all right. Don't know about you. We signed Tierney for 25 million. That's 97. We signed William Saliba, who everyone keeps telling me is the next Van Dijk. So there's 127 million we spent. Throw in David Luiz, there's now 135. Then Danny Ceballos. Where's this 100 million we wasted last summer, mate? Yeah? Start saying it as it is. He's sitting there saying, oh, but Tottenham, they've got less interest rate on their stadium. How the fuck has that got anything to do with footballing transfers, mate? A 1.2 fucking 3, 4, 6, 7% fucking interest difference from Arsenal and Tottenham's bank loans is irrelevant. It is irrelevant. We have got money. Start spending it. Yeah, it's bollocks. You've got people like that. They do my fucking head in. Yeah, all about sitting there getting his fucking, oh, yes, I'm going to sit right at the front when Kroenke's next here for an AST meeting. Fuck off. Yeah, how about stand up and stick it on all of them? Oh, no, you won't do that, will you? Because if you do that, you'll get kicked out and you'll never be back again, mate. And you don't want to do that. It's all about, oh, yes, oh, hello. Would you like to share a bottle of champagne with me? Yes. Oh, yes, fantastic. Oh, Edu, ha, ha, ha. Let's have a selfie, Edu. Let's put that fuck off. Start thinking about our football club. Yeah, I'm sick of it. Sick of it. Yeah, there's not many people out there that say it as it is. Yeah, I'm one of them. Big up fucking Turkish. Big up Claude. Big up Kenny Ken. Yeah, big up them ones. Big up all the real ones that say it. Whether you're in the chat, whether you're on my Twitter, because I retweet a lot of people. I reply to a lot of people, yeah? Every single one that is on board and says it as it is, respect, rate you. The rest of them, you're lying to yourself, yeah? And what will happen is, fuck off. And what will happen is, at the end of this window, when we don't do what's required, everyone will twist it to stand and invest. Well, where the fuck were you all summer? Because you cared last summer. We cared, do you? Fucking idiots. Absolute bellends. Yeah, all for champagne lunches, all for freebie tickets, all for fucking, oh, yes, we're an Arsenal family, all for, oh, let's get in the box level. Yeah, fucking, oh, executive lounge. Yay. Absolute cunts, a lot of them. We had Vieira and Petit, and now we settle for the likes of Xhaka and El Sideways. And that, my friend, is why I get so upset, passionate and angry about this football club, because that sums it all up. Yeah, in the words of Martin Tyler, that sums it all up. That's it. It sums it all up. We have gone from having proper players to accepting Granit fucking Xhaka. Oh, but he played well in the second half. Who cares? Over a course of a season, he's shit. Seriously, man, he shouldn't even be at this club. Telling fans to go fuck off. Who does he think he is? Big up my boy Mohammed. Big up the real one, Captain Clum. Big up yourselves. I'm sick of it, mate. And the thing is, if us as fans all had the same logic and mentality as me, Turkish, Kenny, Claude, people like that, and that was, say, the majority of people, you would put pressure on the board. You would put pressure on the manager. You would put pressure on Edu. And we would have fucking spent some money. Instead, they're sitting there now. This story about Guendouzi is probably all a load of bollocks leaked by Edu, yeah, or by fucking somebody at the club, just to mask away the fact that we have done fuck all in 9 weeks. Yeah? Absolute bullshit. I'm sick of it. Why have we not bid for Thomas Partey in 9 weeks? Why? Why have we not bid for Houssem Aouar in 9 weeks? What are they doing? What is Edu's job? Technical director. You're supposed to be going and buying players, mate. And so far, you've bought a fucking Brazilian for nothing, yeah, and gave him 100 grand a week from Chelsea. Yeah, you've signed Dani Ceballos back on loan. I ain't even including that. I could have done that deal. And you've signed another Brazilian. Is this jobs for the fucking boys? What has he done? Since he's been here, he's signed Brazilian Martinelli. He's signed Brazilian fucking David Luiz. He's signed Brazilian William. He's signed Brazilian Gabriel. Yeah, is this just jobs for the Brazilians? Other than that, he signed a player, Marie, from the Brazilian league. And he signed Cedric fucking Suarez. I'm sorry, mate. Not good enough. Not fucking good enough. Disgusting behaviour from my football club, man. I'm sick of it. Absolutely fucking sick of it. Yeah. And people will wake up. I've seen them today. They're slowly starting to get the slowly starting to moan, but you've got to be nice to everyone. So you'll have a little pop. Yeah. Then when it gets stuck on you and you fucking, oh, everyone's waking up now. Yeah. Oh, no, but there's still time. Piss off. That's still time. Why were you whinging in the first place then? Do a chat with Turkish. I am going to get Turkish on. Turkish is a G, bruv. Real one. I will get him on. Thank you for that, Christopher. I'm going to wrap the stream up in a minute. I'm getting stressed. I will be dropping a Premier League video. I'll get less stressed about that because other teams are spending. And it's easier. Do you know what's mad? Is you've got a team like Wolves who have gone and bust out 35 million quid on a fucking right back. And we're sitting here going, oh, I don't know if we've got enough money for Partey. Embarrassing. That club were in League One 6 years ago. Yeah, and they're outspending us. They're showing more ambition than us. Newcastle United with their owner are showing more ambition than Arsenal Football Club. Aston fucking Villa have shown more ambition than Arsenal Football Club. Yes, you can all sit there and go, oh, but the players they're signing wouldn't get in Arsenal's team. That's not the point. They've signed players above their level. Yeah, above where they are as a football club. We're not doing that. We're sitting there going, oh, give El Neni another go. El Neni is not a Premier League footballer. Fact. The geezer's shit. Yeah, I don't blame him. I blame Wenger for fucking wasting 5 million on him. Isn't trusting process recruiting the right players? For fuck's sake, what was Josh telling us to be excited about? Arsenal is run by a cartel and we can't help that. Paul, listen, this is where these people are confused, my friend, because they sit there and say, trust the process, but they don't like the owner who owns the process. And they don't like the board who have failed for 2 decades to do absolutely anything of any note at this football club. And this is the process I'm supposed to believe. The fact and reality is most of them are just sucking off Arteta because he was Arsene Wenger's captain, right? And he was Pep's bitch, yeah? And then what's happened is he's come in, he's fluked us an FA Cup, which it is a fluke because you lot all cry about VAR. And we had 2 goals disallowed against us by VAR in the quarter fucking final. Take VAR out of that game, we would have got knocked out. Yeah. Then VAR does us again and helps us again in the final, 2-1 up to Chelsea with 20 minutes to go, under the cosh at that time, by the way. So he kind of fluked it. I ain't taking that away from him. Love the FA Cup more than most of you lot, because most of you lot that will probably watch this, you guys that are watching now, Most of you are sweet. Most of the other guys that jump on board and start crying in my comments, yeah, were the same people that were crying, oh, fourth is a trophy. Yay, what do we want the FA Cup for? Fourth place, Champions League. Champions League. The Wenger mentality. And you can't change the culture. I've seen people sitting there saying we've changed the culture. Well, no, you ain't. You changed the culture. What? Arteta's changed the culture. Well, where was the culture change at Villa when we had no shots on fucking goal? Where was the culture change against Olympiacos when we lost in stoppage time? Where was the culture change away to Brighton when we lost? Where was the culture change at White Hart Lane where we lost and haven't actually won a game there for about 5 seasons? Don Carlo did, by the way, the other day. That washed up Don Carlo, yeah? Where was the culture change when we were winning against Leicester and drew, yeah? Or were drawing, or ended up drawing against Leicester? Where was the culture change, yeah, when we're struggling against West Ham? I've told you all before, and people have been blinded by it. It's very easy to park a fucking bus with 8 of your players parked within 12 yards and inside your box. So you have to get Mahrez or fucking Robertson, whoever's on the ball for Liverpool or City, to whip a ball in to 5'5" fucking Gabriel Jesus. Not so easy to do it when you have to take the game to West Ham, though, is it? Yeah? Not so easy to do when you have to take the game to Aston Villa away. Not so easy to do when you play Sheffield United away. When you have to take the game and have to make the run-in. Very easy on a big, wide pitch at Wembley to sit deep with your 5 at the back, your 2 in front and your goalkeeper all in the penalty box. And you're so narrow they can't play through you, so they have to keep whipping the balls in. And they're whipping them in. David Luiz, bosh. Mustafi, bosh. Yeah, Gabriel, bosh. No dramas. When you have to actually play football against teams, we get ploughed through time and time again in midfield. Yeah? There ain't no culture change. All the time you've got half a squad full of Wenger bottle job players. You're not changing that culture. You can only polish a turd so much. Guess what? It's still a fucking turd. And half of our squad are turds. And on that note, I'm going because I'm getting pissed off, man. Are you angry that we won? Are you a fucking idiot? Like, real talk, are you actually listening to what I'm saying? I swear, you lot are fucking idiots, man. All you people chat shit. Every single one of you. Go and suck Arteta off. Go and suck the fucking ball off. Go and suck Edu off. And then come back and cry that it was the owner's fault in May when we finish 8th again. Absolute rat. I'm out of here.